All right, y'all, look at the thumbnail. Y'all see the title, and today, yes, we got How Strong is Godzilla? Godzilla, you know what I'm saying, from the HELLs. You know what I'm saying? How strong is Godzilla in, how strong is Godzilla in, HELL. Can't say it. You know how YouTube is with the 30 second and all this stuff. But let's see how strong he is, because, I used to watch Godzilla, like back then when I was like a young kid, bro.
Godzilla in Hell, a prehistoric monster born millions of years ago, awakens to a brand new age and rules over the entire Earth as a god. But when the Earth rejects it, there's only one place to go, and this was the greatest mistake. What do you think happens when you trap God in Hell? The Earth's surface opens up.
It had been a long time since I saw Godzilla, though, man. I can't remember all the stuff. Like, I didn't know I used to watch Godzilla, all the shows, like when I was young. So I can't remember too much and all that stuff, though. I remember Godzilla. And I remember when people were really thinking between Godzilla and King Kong, bro. I'm seeing people saying King Kong, like, people must ain't never watched Godzilla. Like, what? Like, man, it was so crazy to me. It was kind of like getting to me, but I'm like, man, I know they trolling, so I ain't taking them serious, bro. No, dang well, Godzilla gonna. All right, we done.
And Godzilla falls further and further into the Earth, reaching the core and even further beyond. With the distance from Earth's surface to its core being 6,300 kilometers and Godzilla weighing 25,000 metric tons, he would be falling to the core at 12,000 kilometers an hour, which would be supersonic speed. And when he hits the bottom, he would be a living nuclear bomb, hitting the floor at the energy of 126 trillion joules, which is equivalent to 30 tons of TNT, exploding all at once, shaking the entire Earth. But this monster isn't on Earth anymore. Landing on the floor, Godzilla knows that this isn't his domain anymore. A god should be in heaven, but this god belongs
in hell.
In Hell, Godzilla looks up and sees a boulder that reads, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here." But who needs hope when you have strength like this? Destroying the pillar, Godzilla makes his way through Hell and finds out that if anyone, alive or dead, can defeat him, being dropped in a realm that is stated to be infinite in size and only goes further.
Now, someone need to let me know, wait, is this canon? Is this like canon? I need to know, bro, because, there's a lot of Godzillas everywhere now.
Reaching a nuclear factory, Godzilla is attacked by a monster made of radioactive flesh, and Godzilla is able to defeat it in a single attack. Looking out into the distance, Godzilla sees Hell's nature, a hurricane of the blood on Godzilla's hands, a storm of every person he's sent to Hell. The billions of people engulf Godzilla, and when he reaches the eye of the storm, he sees a reflection, another version of himself. The Godzilla copy begins to split apart and uses its tendrils to throw Godzilla so high into the air that he can almost see the light of the surface. And when he falls, he fires his atomic breath and is thrown back once again.
See that, and that's the part I'm talking about, like, bro. Like, when it comes to I know I'm off subject. When it comes, like, when they were talking about Godzilla versus King Kong, bro, that's all Godzilla really got to do. Just use the breath, bro. Long distance battle, bro.
Pulled into the monster's mouth. This is the exact opening he needed. Charging up his energy, Godzilla is swallowed by his shadow, and the light reaches full strength. Exploding with energy, Godzilla destroys the copy's body and walks away from the battle with himself.
I used to have the toy. Let me start yapping. But I used to have the toy of Godzilla, like when he started when he started using his breath, like the things started lining up in the back, bro. Some of y'all, bro, I remember that, bro. I used to have Godzilla toy, bro.
As the victor.
Dang.
But that's when the ground,
like when he light up, he hit like I had a toy of him, like when he light up, this right here light up. Like when he get ready to use the flame, this right here light up. Bro, I had the toys, bro. I had the toys of Godzilla, bro. Come on now.
Begins to crack, and the floor caves in once again, sending Godzilla falling into another layer of hell. Godzilla looks up and finally realizes what this is. Seeing Fire Rodent in the distance, he knows that all of his battles are the lives that he's taken, sending all of his enemies to hell and falling down to run it back. After defeating Rodin in a single shot, Godzilla makes his way to where hell froze over, a void that is stated to be an abyss that contains an eternity of ice, and defeating yet another one of his previous foes. Moving further and further into hell, arriving in an ocean which is stated to be eternal and endless, Godzilla attacks yet another monster, but runs away, but not from him. Looking up, Godzilla sees King Ghidorah, and after being thrashed around in the sea, Godzilla emerges as the winner. Going back to a time on Earth where Godzilla was fighting Space Godzilla, God helped Godzilla defeat him. Godzilla and Space Godzilla clashed their atomic breath, burning hotter than the sun, and when the energy dissipates, the light engulfs the entire planet, and the core of the world is destroyed, and the entire planet followed. When God commands that Godzilla now serve him, Godzilla refuses, never submitting to anyone, not even God himself. Firing his atomic breath, the impossible happens. The being that created the entire universe gets one-shotted by Godzilla, making sure that he wasn't the only god that gets sent to hell. Godzilla would go on to eat the angels before traveling further into hell, and after fighting both Destroya and Ghidorah, their blasts destroy a barrier in hell, and Godzilla walks through. The ground begins to fall once again, and this is it, the bottom. Godzilla is in the final layer of hell. Rising from the rubble, Godzilla's tail destroys multiple hives of red-winged demons, and he looks up and sees a mountain, and at the top, his final challenge. The creator of the entire IDW multiverse, the being who forged hell, the being who made everything. Godzilla tries to fire his atomic breath, but he doesn't have enough energy and begins climbing up the mountain, but is hit by an avalanche. The demons begin to swarm around Godzilla,
but struggling,
and eat his flesh until he's nothing but bones. But that's when Godzilla possesses the demons and makes them come together to form a brand new body, and his energy turns. Firing a blast from his entire body at the mountain, the creature at the top and the top of the mountain are erased from existence, and Godzilla climbs to the top of the mountain as the strongest being alive or dead. Overall, Godzilla in hell would scale to outer Versal with irrelevant speed. And shout out to G Super who dropped 60 to sponsor this video, because in the end, when a god falls to hell, hell falls with him, defeating all of his opponents to prove he's the strongest, because the universe is a prison and this reptile is the cell. If you want to reach heaven, start by crawling out of hell. What's up, guys? It's Defiance.
That one's alright. That little bar.
And if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Let's do the next one.
My Cash App, the Discord, the link for that version of Godzilla, and which version should I do next? And let me know down in the comments, out of the countless characters that you know, who can defeat Godzilla when he gets sent to hell.
I guess he ain't gonna announce who we finna do next. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man, that's boy Godzilla, bro. You already know. Link up that screen down, niggas.